can the modern American orchestra be a relevant and welcoming space for everyone?
That is the question, right? And there's a lot in there. We have to define everyone. We have to define relevant. We have to define modern. But I think more importantly, we have to outline our values. So the way that a modern arts organization is relevant, modern, and inclusive is by setting out our values and letting them lead the decisions that we make in difficult times and in strong times, right, in good times. And what I will say is that that's a monumental shift for arts organizations. Arts organizations have historically thought about the way that they organize their work in many different ways. In orchestras, it's been organized around the subscription model. Then it was organized around event-based programming, getting really big projects. And I would say the successful arts organizations can articulate the values that they use in deciding what happens on their stages, who performs on their stages, and more importantly, how do they communicate the importance of the work to audiences who might not be engaging with them. And for us at the BSO, that's the exercise that we're going through right now. Authenticity in our work is critical. What we know today is that our audiences can smell when something feels like they're being pitched. So when we put on our programs, we have to be able to articulate why we're doing this. Like, what's the why? Why is this piece here? Why is that piece there? I'm not running the BSO to ensure that the BSO is here in 100 years. Yes, of course I want that to be the case. But the BSO exists because we serve audiences. Our great musicians are at the BSO because they are performing these great works for audiences at the very highest levels of excellence. The BSO exists, again, not to perpetuate itself, but to amplify and uplift the voices of artists. That's why we've aggregated these resources over 143 years. And the BSO, again, does not exist to perpetuate itself. It exists to advance our art form. We are uniquely constituted to ensure that classical music has a future. And we have to be thinking about those three things always: artists, audiences, and our art form.